Oshiomhole is the third term governor. Because he agreed for this interview saying that he be the third term governor. He agreed, he not deny. Oshiomhole is the third term governor. Okpebholo is a puppet. Oshiomhole is the only senator. Oshiomhole is the only senator in Nigeria today without a single constituency project. He don't get one. He doesn't even go to his constituency. Now when we say now you political son, now you messenger, now you dey Osadebe Avenue. You don't even go Yamo again. If you're flying from Abuja to Benin, you have the house for Korotu there. From there, they dish out orders. Oh yeah, call the governor for me. Call Dennis for me. Call the SSG for me. Call Daniel for me, the chief of staff. Call this one. From there, they dish out orders. Oh yeah, do this. Give this one appointment. Who appointed this person? Oh yeah, remove him. This one is from Isaiah. For what? I am the godfather. I am the one only totem. So Oshiomhole is a puppet. It is sad that the ESA agenda, the ESA people to rule that I fought for, Oshiomhole don't use corner to hijack the government from ESA people. Very, very sad. I did not push for an ESA man to be governor, for Oshiomhole to now be the governor, the man behind the mask. So guys, just type it so that anywhere more the day with the shame. He will not say Edo will already not say not be him be the governor of Edo. He is not. He is not. We have over 400 people watching. Please share this video. Let us see that Edo line now a Bosto idea. They hear me so because in our bus driver, he want to make Okpebholo invest for Edo line. May they hand over the business the Edo line giver. Don't worry, we will soon reach there. Now let's go. Let's listen to Oshiomhole.
Becoming an executive governor, national party chairman, and then of course, in your time as a governor, you were described as the apostle of one man, one vote. But all of that seems to have changed with time, and even up to now that you have been seen as the de facto godfather of Edo state policy. Is it just your strategy of preserving your political hegemony, or there are more to it that we need to know? Because some are saying that today, Comrade is on the third term agenda. With Governor Okpebholo in the saddle as a pro-state governor. I don't know what your reactions are to this.
What can I say? The truth is that I've come to accept that observers, commentators, admirers, and even political foes, they are at liberty to throw labels. And you have to do this business, you get prepared to be a dustbin. You know, people can lie, they can say anything. But the truth of the matter is, I think many people feel of envy that whereas I am not the first governor of this state, and whereas I will not be, and I have not been the last governor, because of what God used me to do in this state, Edo people are not about to forget in a hurry. Particularly when I was succeeded by a governor that spent Edo money on consultancy, false transactions, and pocketed Edo money, disempowered Edo people, invite some boys and girls from Lagos, empower them, and he cannot point at those he had built. And then you also, and then you said it was his policy in your administration. This was the lovely things you did. He orchestrated it, he brought the funds out of that. In fact, that made it very easy for the second term. Johnny, can we most of the things you said were used in those campaigns? Yeah, I don't want to be talking about news, and I know what is there. I have never.
Hey, hold it right there. Hold it right there. Who is this man? Is that there more people to worship you? You black Jesus. Hold it right there. He said, Edo people never forget. Okay, we don't forget. We don't forget. We don't know whether you still exist again. We don't forget you. What do we remember? All the right before you do, Obaseki change them. Because as Obaseki they do proper innovation, it's going to say the roof not even good. The only one who remember, say when you do the airport road, teacher's house, fire junction, roads, only roads and red roof. Then you made so much money. You made money. You empower talks. You brought in Obaseki. Obaseki was the head of your economic team. That's what they do. They tell you that. Say, boy, now you tell us. Oh, precious Osarume, bless you. You're the way. Say today you go super chat City Boss. Thank you very much. €20. That's the first super chat today. First, don't forget to buy stars. Oh, don't forget to buy stars. YouTube, don't forget me. Oh, especially those that have not super chatting before. Now why super? So the Duke they tackle you now say now you sell Obaseki to us. Now you market Obaseki. You said Obaseki was the best man for the job. Now you say, people don't remember the past. I don't remember.
And then you also, and then you said it was his in your administration. At least it must be lovely things to do. He always stated that he brought the funny side of that. In fact, that made it very easy for his second term. Because most of the things you said were used in those campaigns. Yeah.
I don't want to be talking about news and I know what is stay.
No, it's not stay. It's not stay. We are quoting you a few years ago. It's not stay. Everything you said about Obaseki is still very much valid. No, they're not staying, Oga. They're not stuck. Now when you want lie, you know they stay. When they want refer you back to what you use your mouth talk, you say it's still. Maybe they hear they go.
I have never denied that I contributed, I did campaign for him. But remember, first be told, I was different from the other governors. I did not unfairly prevent my then deputy governor, Dr. Dudubu, who unfortunately didn't find favor with me in terms of succession. And I choose to support Obaseki, right? We had a primaries at the stadium, a 4 contestants. Without some governors did everything to impeach their deputy when they show it was in succeeding them. I just told my deputy, sorry, my views are different, I'm unable to support you. And we went through a transparent primaries. And
Oshiomhole, you lie. You lie. You fought Odubu to a standstill. Oshiomhole, you lie. Say, he tell them to say, I'm sorry, your views. Oshiomhole, you lied. I was deeply involved in that process. You lied. You grinded Odubu, you grind down. That for 4 years after I win second term, Odubu's office was like a graveyard. You ran a one-man show, a dictator, an emperor. Now all the fools go say, make yourself a talk, maybe tomorrow now. If I go see Oshiomhole, they'll come go play my clip. Give Oshiomhole, you are a coward. You will not know they will break tomorrow. As Oshiomhole drag ITV, drag Esamarish, whoever thought Oshiomhole would be in this studio. Not be after he apologized to Esama for Esama's last birthday, now they allow because they near this studio. You when they hang around to say, hey, tomorrow, nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. Airport store, not go stole Oshiomhole for airport. You will fear not let them talk the truth. Fear not let you they ask Oshiomhole a question. Airport Agbero, don't go during talk back, don't mobilize people to show say you get capacity to embarrass Oshiomhole. Don't go stole Oshiomhole for airport. Today, they'll not be able to be the biggest beneficiary of this Oshiomhole top 10. On that Okpebholo. You fought Odubu, you give Odubu. Odubu became, till tomorrow, what does Odubu get? Odubu is just there as former deputy governor. No money, is broke. Odubu broke. You want to compare to Obaseki when a power Philip. Did you ever make your deputy acting governor for 8 years? Show us one document. Say Esakoma made a Bidima acting governor. But Obaseki made Philip acting governor 3 times. Philip was the chairman of revenue. He was in charge of local government. He was in charge of sports. COVID-19. Obaseki did too much. He made the office of the deputy governor powerful. Philip was the most visible, the most relevant deputy governor in Nigeria. So you fought Odubu. That cannot be they make the Kontisubo, they insult you. You sacked almost all Odubu appointees. You fired them. Now lie. Old man when they lie. You're almost 80 years. Even at 90, Oshiomhole will still be lying. When I don't want to share this video, if you've been in American system with the giver, what? If you are watching, you are not commenting, then you are worse than Oshiomhole. Let him read it that you are not a coward. The Esakos will not join this protest too. They will see it like, okay, now they are own. This fight, now we Benin, now we get him. Because Oshiomhole believes that he has conquered us. Oshiomhole believes that he don't chop corn, give us, so people don't chop corn. Nobody will get that boldness. I will cure you. I will cure you. I will cure. By the time I'm done with you, you know, near this studio again, can't lie. He said he called deputy, you know, you fought Odubu. I remember when Odubu go campaign for a donut. Now gone, they just pursue them. When Kontisubo, useless Kontisubo, and Dennis Eribo, now Dennis Eribo, the Felicitary, they all came to social media and started crying. They shoot us, they shoot this one for Nyasho, they do this one. That time Andrew Modu was your PA. Now the Andrew Modu finish and they coordinate that lighting of Odubu. You want to tell me what I know? You think I will sit here and watch you deceive Edo people? You went torment Odubu. You tormented him. You told Odubu to vegetable. Fear let Odubu come and say, he want to be gone on that campaign. That time, them no more less, they're going to beat all them they call this man, Gentleman Amego. All those people when they condemn for Odubu, they go beat them as society. Not every time as society after they insult you. You want to tell us what you do? Osho liar. Type it in the comment section. Osho liar. Osho liar. Osho liar. Osho liar. Lie Osho. Lie Osho. Osho liar. Osho liar. Lie Osho. You say I join the belief when you conquer. God forbid, you cannot conquer me. You hear me so? They play.
When the gang gets together, we just eat snacks.
Right? We had a primaries at the stadium, a 4 contestant. Whereas some governors did everything to impeach their people when they show interest in succeeding them. I just told my doctor, sorry, my views are different, I'm unable to support you. And we went through a transparent primaries. And the margin between Odubu, Dr. Odubu, who came, was second runner up, and Obaseki, who won the primary, was narrow. And I negotiated and persuaded Ogi, who was secretary to government. So that was my commissioner for works, who wanted to contest. I said, please, let us just keep the political family together. You withdraw and work with Obaseki. After some time, he agreed. And we worked. And you know that fighting that the election was tough. So if you say, I can pay for one more vote, I did. My joy that no matter anyone in this state who is familiar with the state of Edo before Oshiomhole's intervention in Edo politics, you know that Edo effectively became a one-party state under the PDP with very powerful people, not just powerful in Edo politics, powerful in Nigeria politics. And nobody believed that it was possible to take PDP out of power. So I launched one man, one vote to address the crisis of, when people feel people needed to have confidence that the vote can count. But not if you told me, why are you campaigning? We will vote for you, but when the vote don't count in Edo, they just write the result. Some people simply say, no vacancy, and there will be no vacancy. And I said, we'll defeat that, we'll dismantle the PDP machine. And we did. I was in opposition in Edo and in Abuja. I fought them. They read me out. I went to court. I fought them. And I won. And I lost one vote. As a consequence, in the second term, still in opposition in 2012, I went back to the people. PDP went back to the people. And I won across the 18 local government. And there was no incident of somebody being shot. Whereas before then, there is no election in the Edo in which you are not counting dead bodies. Why is that those values to continue? No. Let us continue. Now, you have a problem because you have so many problems. You have the choice of having it on the Semi, you are having a problem, and you are also distorting fact. You are not thorough, and you are not apparently following the trend. If there is one recent political activity that confirms my commitment to the principle of party discipline and one man, one vote, it is the last primaries and the current governor.
Well, listen, though.
Right to which now is described as my third.
Well, listen, though.
You happily claim it because if something is
in one lie.
In Nigeria, when Nigeria is winning, we say that's why. That's
it wants to do and lie, but I will cure it lie.
Look at them. As if they don't fight. You know, in the APC primary, we had a number of contestants, right? And you are in this Benin. And you know that was a fierce contest between Okpebholo, now the governor, and then it's also now the deputy governor, right? And the fact of the matter is that it's also an open secret that I supported Dennis, and he lost. So if I am not a person of one vote, once my candidate lost, I will push the case to court. I will not do that. I will say I'm not participating in the campaign. But once the issue of primary was settled, APC now have a candidate who won primary or no one primary became irrelevant, and you are also an observer of Edo politics. You know I campaigned as if Okpebholo was my own baby boy. I fought the election the way I would fight my own election, and that's why I am. To get that one man, one vote. I didn't take Edo electoral for granted. We fought hard, we negotiated hard, and we campaigned around the 18 local government, campaigned around the 192 ward, and our candidate won. That is the meaning of one man, one vote. Now, lastly, when people talk about governmentalism,
wait, make I cure Oshiomhole for that part. Oshiomhole, you lied. There was nothing like one man, one vote during your APC governorship primaries. You wanted to impose Dennis as your puppet. You believe Dennis is somebody you can use. You don't say Dennis don't get no book. You know that Dennis is not intelligent. because he worked under you as commissioner. You sacked him and you labeled him a fraudster. So you wanted to bring Dennis, but the power will pass you for APC. They cure you. Oshiomhole, they cure you. They told you you are a serving senator. You cannot be a godfather. All them is Yamu. Because you already spoil Yamu chances. You already make sure say Yamu not go anywhere. So Yamu now align with them Jared Telebe. They come together. They lucky Maswe, Ijak, Bonayima. Because say like Oshiomhole cannot be the godfather. Never. He fought against it when Adeni was there. He fought against it when Chief Okpebholo was alive. Now he cannot be good. He cannot produce Dennis. Who is Dennis? That time Dennis is popular. Not that Dennis is popular for street. No, I mean they make Dennis win election. About Thomas said, I mean give him David Obofia. They're gonna say he's the David. It's because he defeated Esa man daughter. I mean they run that election for him. Only for that Oshiomhole was disciplined. They took the matter to Okpebholo and Wike. The Wike used federal. APC primaries was conducted twice. The first one, Oshiomhole sent the Opus Odimakon to come do Jago election. We are not seeing the videos where the internet, where they count Dennis primaries election. 1, 10, 40, 100, 180, 600, 900. That one vote. And then the Opus Odimakon declared Dennis. The Jared can carry mic. They insult Oshiomhole. May I post the video? Say who is Oshiomhole? They can't drag Oshiomhole go Abuja. They can't mess Oshiomhole up for Abuja. They can't come back here, conduct another primaries, declare Okpebholo the winner of the primaries. Dennis, your boy, you said that one vote, say everybody go work. Dennis not go protest for Abuja. Dennis not go court. Liar. Old man with the lie. Dennis not go court. Eh? You said me go sit down. Now very few idiots people that will sit down. They watch you misbehave. Me. Eh? If R1, I wish if R1 didn't be for be R1. See that me, I would take nonsense from all these Esako people. They mess Dennis up. Now beg, you beg. We saw the picture the day when Okpebholo agreed to feed Dennis as the running mate. Okpebholo was practically crying. Said this will not be his choice. You hear me so? Because that time, the Owanokwa Palace, they push for Iloke Maswe. Now why people say, when you go Palace that day, Oba mess you up. Because throughout that primary period, Oshiomhole not go Palace. Because they don't say Palace they support Iloke Maswe. What we don't know? Because we don't talk. What we don't know? What we don't know? Palace supported Iloke Maswe to be running mate to Okpebholo. But because you need Tinubu, because say no, they're not going to collect this ticket from Oshiomhole, just dollar completely. Now they say give Dennis. Say now one vote.
It's lack of appropriate language. And I excuse those who use the word. And I don't want to go back to history why I use that word in a negative way. You can use it negatively, you can use it positively. Now, what is the fact about the word? When you have had the privilege, as I've had, to preside over a state, in the case of Edo, it's subnational government, and you pray to God if He gives you power not to deny you wisdom, and He gives you the wisdom to address the critical basic needs of the people, namely roads, water, school, healthcare, education, which in Edo was completely, they were all posting minus in terms of social welfare index. And I came in, God used me to address all of those. As I was coming now, I talked about lower traffic. It is as a result of the additional lane I constructed. Because the road to this Oluku was carried away by federal government. I constructed additional side lane to make it 3 lanes so that the buses that are commuting and dropping people here and there don't need to be on the main lane. And that tip today, if you drive on that road, people will remember, before Oshiomhole's government, all of these cars now they were destroyed to be here. So when I talk, people listen. So influence peddling is what is the right word. That because of what I have done, when I tell people I believe this person will do this, I don't call you have to understand when you say about Obaseki. I am someone who never denied my past. You can't run away from your political shadow. I met down publicly before any gifts. And I said, I apologize, I brought this guy because he worked with me. He's like a driver who had a motorboy, who appeared to have learned the act of driving. You have driven through all sorts of terrains. He seems to know the way because he has been with you for 8 years. And I said, I think I can leave Edo. Edo will be better off with this man on the driver's seat. He turned out to be otherwise. I am just human. What some human beings can do is to be so arrogant that even when they clearly have failed in their judgment, they refuse to admit it. I admit to my poor judgment that Obaseki was a mistake. But he was able to pay up.
Oshiomhole, you remain the biggest mistake ever. First, for me, I regret hailing you when you were the NLC president. I was one of your apostles way back when I was in the movement. Nobody there is short Oshiomhole from where I did when I get movement. That time, if they come Uniben, they can't do program for your labor, NSC, this thing. Me, I went up big Joe from Ekpoma, come attend your program for Uniben. I thought you were a leader. I thought you were an activist. I thought you were fighting for the masses. You deceived us. That's why for Very Dark Man, I see you anytime I watch Very Dark Man, I see you in him like someone that wants to hide under I am fighting for the masses, take over the space, then now start exhibiting true wickedness. Both of you are from Esako. I don't trust you and I don't trust him. We followed you. I campaigned for you. When your election was rigged, now when they carry hijack, they carry Okpebholo, they protest, follow you. All these, the Kotoni Kabaka, they were in the PDP fighting you. They were with Osubo. Now we deal with you that time. Obaseki say he be like driver and motorboy. You can't describe Obaseki like that. Obaseki is a world-renowned technocrat. He passed you for this life. Next life, Obaseki will still pass you. Obaseki go school, you don't go school. Obaseki called you, you were Marole in Abuja. When Obaseki tell you, say, comrade, you have the popularity, we have the money. Go to a dot and contest. We will support you. Now you use your mouth talking for program where you for appreciate Obaseki for Lagos. We are quoting you. We don't lie like you. I don't lie for your head. We are quoting you. Now you use your mouth talk how Obaseki, he raised friends, he raised people that came together. You told him, people will not allow you to get ticket. The Obaseki said, we will be disappointed if you run under the PDP. We will support you. He raised his first money. After you win, now you still call Obaseki say, you never run government before, and they want to help you. They now set up an economic team, which Obaseki was the chairman. Most of the good things what you do for your government, Obaseki, Ogie, Aswe, these three people, and they run out for you. And they do it. Now you be the mistake. Obaseki is never a mistake. Obaseki is a messiah. Obaseki is a messiah. He came, he walked. Go to healthcare today. You go know. Go everywhere. You'll see primary healthcare everywhere. Go to the Obasanjo. Even the hospital where you borrow equipment, take commission, go see what your Obaseki refix everything. Transformer. The education I know best. I mean, make I play the video where Sawolu they just say, now Edo State model. Now Edo State, Edo best, and then they copy where they use now for Lagos. Where you dey? I mean, you don't see our technical college. You don't see them. No, you don't see Edo, the healthcare, the NHS, the IHS. You don't see them. The health insurance scheme where those government set up. You don't see the roads. No, you don't see them. You don't see the training and retraining of civil servants. You don't see the investment in public service. No, you don't see him. He came and he dwarfed you. You know, even be like saying we fair good get governor. He dwarfed you before your hand as a big man. He made us proud. You call it verse. Because nobody call it talk about it. You know, now we say, Okpebholo, your puppet is celebrating, is doing 100 days in office. We are still talking about Obaseki project. Obaseki project is still littered everywhere. He cannot even continue, let alone setting up his own. Now you be the mistake, not Obaseki. Let's continue, my people.
Ethnic falsehood, all sort of.
If you were a mistake,
and in the process, he got the second term.
and you second time, like you 18
Now,
or 18.
now he did go 18 or 18. He won. But that should again reaffirm my community one man, one vote. In spite of the fact that I had campaigned against him, he won the election. So if I have the power to rig, or I am the believer in rigging, how can Obaseki defeat my party? But he did. And we live with that reality for others.
Oga, you be one rig. God bless President Buhari. You don't be like Tinubu when allow and I can't do nonsense for you. The only reason Obaseki won that Togba was because Tinubu, Buhari, and what would be the name of the Buhari chief of staff that time? Oh, who follow? The last chief of staff to President Buhari, what would be the man name? May I see how many people follow politics for years? The chief of staff to President Buhari. No, not be Abakari. After Abakari, come appoint one other man. Not be Abakari by now during COVID. Not be Abakari. People not be Abakari. After Abakari, not be Abakari at all. Not be Abakari, oh. The full name. I need the full name. First, don't get her. Hey, Selassie, don't get her. The full name. I need the full name. This was a Femi Bajabila. How can it be? God bless you, Chief. That was our hand. Thank you. I need the full name. Not be Sulu. I need the full name. I don't want to just address the first name and the last name like that. Don't be Mama Dwara. Just say Bajabila. God bless you, Porcupine. Thank you. God bless you. Ibrahim Gambari. Now he stop Oshiomhole. Boss Mustafa was on Oshiomole's side. Boss Mustafa was the SGF to Buhari. See, for where we do, Oshiomhole don't feel like you can't lie to another people where I did. Unless I don't choose to just say, man, lock up. If I don't lock up, I will cure you. Boss Mustafa was more of the Tinubu camp. Boss Mustafa was more of the Tinubu camp. And the Tinubu camp, no one make Obaseki win second term. Now then the beef, when Tinubu get for Obaseki tomorrow for start to, say I see fight Obaseki reach, and then still bring her back. But Tinubu resorted to doing a live broadcast with late Captain Osa. All the hawks, the political hawks, they came together, and then we use PVC, they swim them. Not be you make, not be saying you for not like make you ringo. There is no week where Oshiomhole will not go as a rock. Because try to manipulate the president. Because try to manipulate. That's why you don't see me insult to Buhari anywhere. No. For Buhari to allow Edo vote to count in 2020, I will forever remain grateful to Buhari. He really allowed the 1 man 1 vote. As he allowed 1 man 1 vote, Oshiomhole for Yakata for grand. He failed woefully. Who you want to deceive? I have almost 800 people watching me across the 2 platforms. YouTube is 457. Facebook is over 300. That's almost 800 people watching. Huh? For ITV, people watch ITV don't reach. People won't watch ITV live. They don't reach 400. When I go check their system, they will see them in the show. Tinubu say 1 man 1 vote. When I say no will give the man ticket for APC Abi, Oshiomhole was the national chairman. The man got PDP. More than defeated for the PDP. That was the argument of Ibrahim Gambari. For wife to struggle. My wife just come give me my phone, say, log your email. Wife to struggle. I never asked her to say, what you want to do for my email? All the secrets are there, and everything you're there. You say, log your, put your password. I want to check something in your email. I don't really put my password. You are really a powerful wife. Take. Go access my email. Read everything when they say, all my secrets. Read them. I'll go explain later. You get? Gambari said no. Oshiomhole is shut up as a rock. Begging Buhari to give him federal power. To contest fight during Togba. Buhari said, Wallahi, 1 man, 1 vote. 1 Oshiomhole, 1 vote. 1 Isaiah, 1 vote. We flog them. 1 o'clock, we don't win the election. A lie. They were still trying to say if they manipulate INEC. They're going to try hard some results. Now they go live for front of INEC office. They want change result. Hey, they don't want that's Oshiomhole. The returning officer for Oshiomhole. He don't hide though. They don't go hide Oshiomhole returning officer. As we raise alarm, we can raise alarm. And then we can take credit. Say now he make Obaseki win. All of them with the Togberians, now all of us are we deliver Obaseki, not wicked. Not wicked. Obaseki won second term because Buhari allow Edo people vote to count. The reason Aswe is not in Osadebe Avenue today is because Tinubu did not allow Edo vote to count. Let's see if Tinubu will also allow the judiciary to do their job. If you don't allow them to do their job, the shame is not on me. The shame is on the nation. The shame is not on Aswe. It's not on Gay. It's not on Obaseki. The shame is on the nation. They say they have destroyed the judicial system because of Oshiomhole and Okpebholo. What's it concern me? I have options. I think choose not to leave for my country. Not be UK and so. If UK tell me today, so come out, I'll go to that country. The only thing is, what is my record here? Did I commit crime before they say make I come out? No. What is my crime? They said, okay, I'm doing social media talking about my state. I said, okay, take my handles, go and investigate everything I've been doing. I have right to advocate for good governance in my state and my country. I know if I don't commit any offense here, from there I think I have to go stay Germany. I think I have to go stay in Spain. Which I would prefer because they get some, you cannot get some. I will choose to go stay America tomorrow. I will choose to go stay Ghana. Must I stay in my country? So, Oshiomhole, not be because you don't want to read the election. Buhari don't let you read. Then Tinubu can't let you read. Tinubu can't give you an IG, give you an army general, give you an INEC. Now all I misbehave. All of them will lose my unit. All of you, they all lost their unit on this Oshiomhole. So we flog them everywhere. But Tinubu said they declare the result and they declare. So Oshiomhole, would they bust your lies?
He won. But that should again affirm my community one man one vote.
Allah!
In spite of the fact that I had campaigned against him, he won the election. So if I have the power to rig, or I am a believer in rigging, how can I basically defeat my party? But he did. And we live with that reality for another 4 years.
Yes.
The good news for us is that in those 4 years, he destroyed the party that gave him an umbrella when he was under the ring. Because it is a character issue. And so even the PDP that embraced him, because they were desperate to regain governance, don't find that they got a very, very dangerous explosive. It exploded with the PDP, divided the PDP into two fronts. One PDP to legacy PDP and progressive APC. And that provided the basis for us to be able to overrun in the last election. Okay, and despite that, just being in the party, campaign and my party was defeated, shows that one man and I'm a believer in that.
Before we take that first break,
the electoral direct to charge.
take our first break. The present government under the APC, led by His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, is celebrating 100 days in office. There is a feeling that it's all about movement without motion. What are your concerns?
Sonny Duke, see, I bet when I test Sonny Duke say I get 100K for him. 100K. When I saw this yesterday, maybe now what we do yesterday, I make himself sit title. I thought it was going to be an RNG interview. But I can tell you, say, Sonny Duke really acted like a journalist. When they on ground, when know what they go on for the streets. Movement without motion. Type it in the comment section. Now maybe waka waka, that is the waka waka in our simple street language. Type down for comment section. Waka waka governor, or mono zozo governor. Waka. Movement without motion. That be the English word for waka waka. Movement without motion. You just say waka waka, no direction, no plan. There's no clear policy plan, policy arrangement. Okay, in the next 90 days, this is what we are going to achieve. Then the Obaseki. If you attend Obaseki ESCO, there is always a plan. What are we doing in the 90 days? Tapa. Waka waka governor, mono zozo governor. Waka waka governor, mono zozo governor. Waka waka governor, mono zozo governor. Movement without motion. Movement without motion. Movement without motion. Waka waka, waka waka. 100 days of waka waka. 100 days of waka waka. 100 days of waka waka. Waka waka, waka waka. 100 days of cluelessness. 100 days of looting, 100 days of cluelessness, 100 days of looting. Movement without motion. That be the local listing for waka waka movement without motion. Good English. He said the man just did nothing.
About the present administration under Governor Okpebholo, because like you alluded to, it wasn't your first choice. I'm sure there were reasons why you didn't make him your first choice, pre-primaries.
No. It is because that in a democracy, even in your household, among your children, if they are to vote which suit you should wear, and you have more than 2 or 3, they might vote that you shouldn't wear this one today. It's just about preference, right? But the discipline in a democratic party is that when majority have made a decision, in this case, in favor of Governor Monday, he becomes the candidate of the party and no more. And every reasonable Democrat
Okay, you lie. The majority in your party during the primaries wanted Dennis in the house. You lie. Fear not let you throw man give Monday now. Because you don't say if you throw man, you will throw away your picking your son. During the doctor's protest the last time for Edo, he tried to sack your son. If your son don't go freeze the mess, he go sack him. Now you call the cause of doctors. You yourself Oshiomhole. You say I'm not here. Now yeah, we are standing here. Now you call the cause all those this thing say Okpebholo wedding. Say the government already threatening to sack his son. Say now embarrassment if he sack his son. The majority delegate wanted Dennis. Because they don't know Okpebholo. Okpebholo just came. The majority wanted Dennis. But the Abuja bend your hand, go back, collect the ticket from you, give out to Monday. And why you can't say no one and make a to suffer? Because you know say Monday don't get anything to achieve.
Commit yourself to the authority of the party, and that will be. Now, as for your ceremony about his performance, you are not, maybe you are in the local, you are not, you are too busy managing news.
See, best when they stay Abuja. If they only come and don't they come up close. They test on the Duke when they fly Okpebholo Road every blessed day. So the Duke will be reporter. When we say every day that they get news, in one of the editors, in one of the Oga for ITV, in the year, everything they happen for the 18 local governments. Once me hear news like this, and the next one they hear the ITV, me hear news past ITV. Because I am the crafty boss. I am the Azuwawa. I make I appreciate person when don't buy me stars. Epa Ine Igbinosa. Thank you, my leader. God bless you. You don't just want to put $10 for me at this front. Please don't forget to super chat me, because when I will come out and go in the house, and my house will be this. But I dey hustle to better our people. If I dey hustle from my pocket, I will don't join Okpebholo. They know. I don't like to disgrace people or to call and say, come like I take Bemu. They know what they don't offer for me to join them. They know. And like this, I do that. Thank you very much. God bless you.
You don't really know what is going on. I think in 100 days, this government has changed the narratives in every material particular.
Now, you're not going to legacy project of
listen. Talk about project first. Let me tell you right now, I speak as a former governor. And I also speak as a man who was chairman of a governing party who overlook and oversee and observe the conduct and misconduct of some governors. Now, Governor Monday has done a couple of things that are profound. We had a governor who, there's Obaseki, for example, who in his days, just before he left office, the National Judicial Council screened judges, as they have already done all over the country, including when I was here.
May for you leave the judges matter and politics, APC judges. Come on, sit down.
Governor Monday 100 days restore rule of law in Abuja University. And happily for those poets, students who have been stranded for 12 years, the induction has now been done. So it's not everything is about brick and mortar. Number 3, I went to the bad road. The guy came back to campaign here. And we saw that I don't know the job that Obaseki was doing. Before he do 5 kilometers of road, the first 2 kilometers have failed. Governor Monday has started in 100 days to fix those roads. These are visible.
Testamiro Road never fail. Liar Oshiomhole. 19th Street never fail. Ekoso the road never fail. Amagbaro, when this stupid boy they drive every day, never fail. When this stupid useless boy, when they do content, but he still their politics money. Amagba road never fail. Iri road never fail, Oshiomhole. Is there Yamu road where Obaseki do never fail? The road Obaseki do for all one way they pass, they go out, because you can no longer use the federal road. The road never fail. Liar.
Things. When it's a movement without motion, how do you mean? That he has not appointed those judges, that he has not solved a university problem. Obaseki reduced their subvention from 252 million that I was giving them in a month when I was governor. He reduced it to 41 million by the time he left office for Abu Said University, which is why for many years neither teaching or learning was going on, and the place was virtually shut down. Now, the Monday has increased their subvention to a whopping 500 million a month to restore integrity to academic calendar and reposition the university for teaching and learning for the future of our state. Now, we can go now.
Come, Oshiomhole, you can only deceive dull and brainless APC members. You cannot deceive people like us. Well, I don't have that information. I don't know how much the former governor Obaseki was giving to AU as their subvention. I don't even know how much you said give. But I can tell you, the fraud will happen for AU. Where Obaseki go clean up. You couldn't do it. AU was a disaster under your watch. Oshiomhole, do you want us to post videos of numerous protests will happen for AU under your watch? Where SI could also you want to destroy the university? So Oshiomhole, what you have to be safe? You want me to post that when they defend you that time when they will Isaiah will use media to finish you for a political forum? You want me to post videos of protests, series of protests will happen? Now you will make winning ESA almost difficult for Obaseki. If Obaseki speak, and people know say the man was the engine room of your government. So what did they talk?
He has also started, and he has already.
This point, Oshiomhole, now two settlements. Okpebholo don't settle legacy PDP. All those useless people can say legacy. All those that know people, what's their legacy? He settled them with Board of Internal Revenue. They put Bankole there from Igara. The Bankole man cannot express himself. Another dollar. Then they put for ERS. Now I don't people that tell me say somebody like Taiwo, they don't give Taiwo, go give Bankole, we don't know anything. At least with that place now, they'll feel they use that place, they service the Makbabio, they service the Wiki. You use ERS to settle legacy PDP. After you don't take SSG, so when collect chief of staff, when I share different positions to when assess on our children, they not become a protest secretly. You build the Board of Internal Revenue. They will not make that not be who has nothing to offer to with his big stomach that had to chop free money that has never worked before. They can't go put that not be there. They will not be protest say what you want to do for them, which money the government council what you want to do. For there to be money to service boys, they can't increase the subvention to 500 million. That 500 million is strictly for political settlements. Now, Danobi will not say, oh yeah, you come and renovate this classroom for AAU. How much to renovate? And they'll say, yeah, let's say 30 million. They'll say, write 150 million there. You come and supply also diesel. How much to supply? Also, but Obaseki said is bringing power. Leave Obaseki power. If power come from central, I want to make money for diesel. Oh yeah, how much to the supply diesel? Oh yeah, write 100 million. Supply of diesel to run the school for 30 days. Then how much to buy diesel? I mean, go buy diesel up to the 20 million. Once school close, offer the hostel don't give them lights. Thank you, Mr. Kingsley. He said, Oshiomhole. See, what way we want to know for YouTube. For you to send message when you want to make I see and you want to make I read down, you go pad the message with super chat. That's what Kingsley just did. Kingsley, he said, Oshiomhole is a liar. I feel bad for Benin people that fall for his lies. Kingsley, thank you very much. Epa Egosa Agbola, $20. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. Please, guys, keep encouraging us with super chats. If there's money, they don't agree me or to call it ask for super chat. I'll be coming live every day. Maybe I never do live for like 4 or 5 days now. You understand? So because not be if I not get something authentic to carry come, I know you're considered for live video like I'm going to lie, they talk rubbish. If I don't have strong updates, how they come live. So this one now, I will be live again this evening by 10 o'clock. I am bringing Crusoe Osage to come discuss the 100 days of Oshiomole's top 10. Not Okpebholo, it's Oshiomole's top 10. We'll be live by 10 o'clock Nigeria time, 9 o'clock UK time, Europe time. So thank you. Keep the Ivy Rose, thank you very much for the stars. 1,000 stars. First, you buy 99 stars. 99 stars not do anywhere. I not mention them. Buy better stars, my brother. You don't stand. Thank you, Ivy Rose, 1,000 stars. God bless you. So, you see this formation where it say he put nearly 200 billion, he's not equal to 500 million. Now money for the boys. Money will pass work leave. When they supposed to pay contractors, now they squander so. Now inside show they come collect. Show they billions of people. Come collect your share for the money.
I appointed some teachers, as he promised. Because you can't have beautiful schools if there are no teachers, nobody is learning. The future of our state is doomed. We are a minority state. For an adopted person, in Nigerian geopolitics, Edo is a minority. For us to get to the top, anywhere we found ourselves, as we have always done, you have to be far better than the others. And the way to be ahead of them is to have quality, sound education. So Monday has laid the right emphasis in basic education by starting the recruitment of competent teachers. He's also doing competent recruitment, and he has recruited competent teachers in secondary schools. All of those things Obaski failed to do. And just yesterday, they launched something, an app that will enable parents and guardians, whether within Nigeria or outside Nigeria, to have the code of their ward and watch it and see when they sit for exam whether they did well or not. It's no longer for the teacher or the student to hide results from their sponsors in whether America, Asia. I think one day has done extremely well.
We'll take a short break. We'll take a short break and then we'll engage that last part that you just talked about. But if you just join us, you're still on to TMI on the ITV network. Our guest today is the former governor of Edo State, the senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Adams Ali Oshiomhole. We'll take a break, and when we return, we'll be looking at the revenue profile of those states, vis-a-vis expenditure, and thanks again for joining us on this special interview series with our guest in the studio, the senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, His Excellency Comrade Adams Ali Oshiomhole. Many thanks again for joining us on this program.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we know that for government to impact the people and meet up with its obligations to the people, there has to be funds, revenue. What do you make of these concerns that since this present administration came on board, revenue has dropped to its lowest level, perhaps even lower than when you were there? I mean, you also made effort to raise the revenue profile to the highest level at that time. Against the concern is even more about the fact that we are seeing non-state actors being given responsibility of revenue, which of course lends some credence to the concerns that the APC is in a Siamese relationship with thuggery, because some known thugs are now back in the saddle since they came on board, even with revenue contracts and all of that. I don't know what you make of these, and what is the policy thrust of the present administration of the APC under Governor Monday Okpebholo?
Okay, first, when you make statement, the burden of proof is on you. I thought you would say, by the time of basically left office, this was.
You see, as Sonny Duke mentioned non-state actors in revenue regeneration, say revenue don't drop. Everything mentioned non-state actors. Those non-state actors, he will later mention talk just now. Your way Oshiomhole fight out. Because those non-state actors, they are Oshiomole's children. Oshiomhole is senior Agberu. Oshiomhole not go school. Oshiomhole not go school. Now Taylor, from Taylor, enter union, hey, labor, NLC, hey, go. It's that small education when they get when they feel they communicate. Now what he get? They ask him for results. At least Felicia will say, Felicia will be tell us, say, he will tell us how they take born the Ministry of Education because they look for Oshiomhole. So now in children, that's what they measure so. And it invest Oshiomhole. When I hear Oshiomhole want to try to defend the children, the Nobles, the Kabaka, the Shaba, the Ebo Agbero, all those no-state actors, all those Agberos they don't put for everywhere now. You open and listen to the way Oshiomhole want to defend it because they are his children. I said we are back to the dark days of Oshiomhole. Oshiomhole's days in Edo was dark. Because at that time, Agberos, what they call non-state actors, and they really hold Edo like this now, neck, and they are back, fully back. So their father now will defend them. Listen.
The level of revenue per month or per annum.
No, the only song you to
and that other Monday it has dropped. Now, from what to what?
The burden is on you.
No.
It's on you.
You are to
justify the fact that
I can't justify as
no, just a moment. The burden is on you to tell other people what the current government.
No, you
because Sonny, the revenue has dropped to 2.5 billion monthly. And it used to be 8 billion monthly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's what I'm ready to say.
Okay, so go ahead.
Fine. I am not in charge of revenue collection. I am not running a state government. I am from Edo State. The governor is from my party, right? I have not heard your complaint. I have not heard people saying revenue dropped. And I think if you have to be objective, in 100 days, you can't establish a thread. You know, yes, a hostile takeover because the former governor refused to hand over. And unlike the former governor, this governor has returned, even in that aspect, to the rule of law. It's a fact that you cannot contradict that by the time of Obaseki left government, most of his second term, the revenue service was a one-man board. Because it was under me that we crafted the law to set up Edo State Inland Revenue Service. It has a board composed of a chairman, executive chairman, and a number of executive directors and other staff. Now, Obaseki dissolved the board and was running it himself. There's only one chairman, there was no executive board. So now, Monday has constituted that board. I think about a month or a month and a half ago. He could have constituted the board before he assumed office. And a new board must take time to study the environment and formulate policies. And remember, we campaign against extortion. So revenue has dropped or not, I don't think you have the facts. You have engaged in speculation. What I heard.
Is it not speculation that?
Yeah, it's your speculation.
Is it speculation that they have?
Let me finish.
Young folks now.
There are two legs of your question. The first is that you allege that revenue has dropped.
Is there in the public space?
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Okay.
But remember, I am not an employee of Edo State government. I am like any other citizen of Edo State.
You are the governor.
I am proud that my party has produced a governor that is already doing better than the immediate past PDP government. That I'm very happy about. I don't have any illusion that in 3 months he will correct all the ills of the former of Obaseki's government. Now, with regards to what you call employed thugs, I think you should respect the dignity of those citizens.
I'm going to type Oshiomhole, the chief thug of Edo State. No, just type the thug defender. The senator, the thug defender. Senator, the thug defender. The leader of thugs. God, do Edo people wait here. So this man, your first sit down for 8 years as governor. He said, he don't really say solitude, but answer this question.
This government. Now, with regards to what you call employed thugs, I think you should respect the dignity of those citizens. The responsibility of government. When I speak, for example, in Abuja, and if you watch us in the Senate, some senators will say, they represent the good and the bad people of their state. I will say, I represent the good people of Edo North. My responsibility, and it is more so for the executive, the responsibility of an executive is to make every citizen to have access, opportunity to grow and to prosper. And it is the responsibility of citizens to convert area boys, thugs, to workers. And you don't celebrate.
So wait, because Oshiomhole don't go school, Oshiomhole just believe saying go fit come on air, can't talk anyhow. There will not be consequences. So Oshiomhole said Okpebholo should convert thugs, area boys to workers. How? How? So the only work when Oshiomhole and Okpebholo get from thugs and area boys na revenue. Now, when Obaseki came in 2016, the first Yawa with gas for Obaseki was say everybody must go back to farm. If you remember, there was very strong campaign on agriculture when President Buhari really just come that time. So there was strong emphasis and campaign on farming. So Obaseki can develop big hectares of land for different local governments. Say our boys must go back to farm. I remember one of the complaint when Tony Kabaka complained to me when he invited me to come to the house that I was saying, Obaseki, about Mugbo there. Obaseki when he Mugbo, or when he boss Aroida, yeah, he go back. Yeah, this useless Akobe, they Kabaka house and when Kabaka they talk this thing. Because they Obaseki Mugbo there about Obaseki Nutia. Because they always accuse me of praising Obaseki, protecting him on social media. Make Mugbo there. Or when he boss Aroida, God say make Obaseki say make Kabaka I don't know that surrender day in China, and they go people surrender. I know he mentioned surrender to me. Kabaka mentioned surrender to say, Obaseki will give out, I don't know whether 100 hectares, whether palm this in one plant, I don't know, with tractors and money. Say, all those boys went to the Kabaka parade for Ring Road, they were swaying. Obaseki, they'll call it do parade. No more less come out like this, parade the old boys. They're many. Kabaka call, those they'll call recruit Lema. Obaseki stand, then they do parade. But say, so all this Kabaka against guy boys, then they get issue with food issue for a door. Like all this they'll go farm. So make Kabaka go with the boys. He get many boys. Say he don't get another plan for revenue. They want collect revenue in a way that there will not be double taxation. They will not want year. Because one of the campaign where Isaiah Mute campaign against Obaseki for 2016 is that Oshiomhole is running an Okpebholo government. You understand? Was the major campaign where Isaiah Mute boys, Jessica Mafe, Ogbede Falu Isibo, Fares Okpere, Ojelaro Friday, all these Isaiah Mute boys, their major campaign was Oshiomhole is running a Togri government, an Okpebholo government. And I know when Jessica used to post videos when Okpebholo was going to throw people at for Ring Road, showing their wares. She they post those things that so Obaseki did not want to continue that trend. To still have Kabaka in the street, no less in the street, Shabba, these guys in the street of Benin. So Kabaka contact me, Obaseki really Yabubo. And I said, well, I mean, he might have another plan, but give me that benefit of doubt that you can do it, but at least let there be a start. Oh, we never go there. We're talking about it. Never go there. I'm a person, I'm a person, the book boy. You're in charge. This time he get money because the government only finish. He cars, you see cars, machines, you see boys. All the Ogbe, they all told we come down. Many of the boys are there. Also make a suggest say make he just go that time. Me said the husband never come and say wanna give about 100 hectares, give tractors, give money. Maybe I wish they do it to me. Maybe I would never do social media now. Maybe I could not be big farmer. Maybe I could not be big farmer. But I even remember giving my younger brother Beck when they toss a cake now. Money we to go start a plantain farm. Say if he utilize the money where I will invest in it, we'll make it bigger. So Kabaka said let you know farm. So what Oshiomhole is saying now is that the only way to empower his children is Okpebholo. Is via revenue. There must be revenue. Like the one Boston is doing now, tow vehicles. You need tow, make sure you tow 11 vehicles. Obama make sure you tow 20 vehicles. Aduawa, make sure you tow 6. Rama Park, make sure you tow 15. So last time, whether you park well, you don't park well, you don't give the target, and they don't want to lose those they are beat, they must tow. They will call the city say, but then you want park, so you're parking and they don't before you call it up to your bottle. That's what they don't do. So please tell this to your loved ones. So if they tell you say park anywhere for bill, don't park. Just somebody park your motor for hours, use leg, go back what you want back. They will tow it. Able to now get different for different junction. Will tell you say, oh, you want park, park. How many minutes you want to say and 10 minutes? I want you rush, collect something. As the other come say, don't want to. You want to park before you go. Madam, I don't know who talk more. I don't know how you boy be. Obaseki Okpebholo police. And don't come to Amo. And I tell you when you park. That's what they. Also when they deceive people to park, when they come to his van, they get their money for each vehicle when they tow. So Oshiomhole hates Edo people. That's the truth. I work with the two of them with Obaseki. Oshiomhole hates Edo people. Please share this video now. We'll never reach 100 shares. Come on. Share this video, I beg. I want to make Oshiomhole sit down and watch me like this. He make Ebola the shriek. See the way if they destroy Christosa, as Christosa worship Oshiomhole rich. He throw any boy, because he's a believe boy. He use a door pan, flick the boy, come on. It's gonna be a swear we can accept the boy. Oshiomhole. If you go school, you can never. That won't be come from Mexico. After I been to Oshiomhole, you don't see mark for my body. You don't see mark for my face. I clean. I dress so I can see a sitting governor. You thought maybe my sin will be. I was one time #1 man on the for Ekpoma. So I did so that if I call boys, don't be Kabaka. If I call boys, I just told him what I can do in the media space. Now only that once I say Oshiomhole, you don't see me again. In the year Abatomaze, he invited me from Mexico. Come. He thought he was going to meet one haggard looking. Not now they want to leave my place. I shave, I clean, I just really come. I fresh. He saw a fresh, young looking. Now let me and wife even talk that in a white woman. He foreign investment. Now let me that one come give me juice make I drink, come tell me the difference between apple juice. We all the Oshiomhole they there. And that the night Oshiomhole last. Money Oshiomhole even give you don't reach 1 billion. Andrew Money are life. Now government has them will share the money. Then the remaining money, some of the boys when you say I go to Oshiomhole, they come with me for Lucky James bar opposite Obmark. And then I dash the money 30,000, 20, 50. Money when they reach my house for go to Oshiomhole, give them reach 250,000 naira. The next I go meet Bright for Ruby. Bright where they do printing. I give her the money, come print up a t-shirt for me. Oshiomhole say, man, I go call say money not theirs. Say he want empower me to really take over the media. Say that he just say that me get Atlas Truth Movement. Say that Atlas Truth Movement don't even get traffic pass and no political forum from when they sponsor by Isaiah who they harass and says rather than say Oshiomhole last. Oshiomhole don't love Edo people. As so the Duke asked a question now, and Chile he want defense so because those idiots when those no state actors, no talks, they intimidate and harass Edo people.
The mission of an executive is to make every citizen to have access, opportunity to grow and to prosper. And it is the responsibility of citizens to convert area boys, thugs, to workers. And you don't celebrate and you do not use abusive words or that might not be appropriate word to use. You don't describe your citizen in terms that are inelegant. Now, who is a thug? Elections are over. Totally is gone.
We should have other activities. Let me finish. Of the election
I was during the campaign. I was saying, I want people from my experience that Edo hasn't done well under a double-breasted governor who was involved in double-breasted consultancy. When you give a job to a man who wear 3-piece, who wear tie, who dressed babaliga, he's not a thug. When you give a job, that is to collect taxes. Now, if you give a job to someone who dressed just like me, then it's a talk. What makes somebody talk? Are they carrying cutlass?
But they have.
Do you have any record of any of these people who have beaten up or killed?
They have antecedents. These people are known to the people of the state. Who does not have antecedents of the state? These people better than you do.
Who does not have antecedents? You have antecedents. I have antecedents.
Yes.
Right? And the responsibility of government, I insist, and you need to listen to this. The responsibility of government is to help the citizens to prosper, is to win them away. Those who are evil criminals, is to win them away from crime. As governor, I granted pardon to Edo and a non-Edo citizen who were jailed for a crime. And once I was convinced that he has learned his lesson, I exercised the power of the prerogative of mercy to grant him pardon. That young man today, or one of them, is married, is working in the civil service with children, and is conducting himself with honor and dignity. So, if you don't celebrate, now it is an environment that produces thuggery. Now, if a government chooses to win people away from thuggery and give them a decent platform to...
So now this will be the decent platform. Oshiomhole, see, this boy, where all gone so, now a Boston boy, now this boy, now he there in charge of PSR for Aduawa. Shall we see compassion for your hand? His name is Mavis. Now he go shoot for back of court. Now there be this. You see all those boys they go scatter our secretariat. Where our chairman even days they go harass our chairman come out. They are members of your talks, of these talks, non-state actors, where you want to Okpebholo with the power. So now there be this. Now there be this. You don't pay them. Just they pay them, but you don't let them near your children. You don't let them near your compound for Abuja. You don't even let them even sleep for your house for Bini. Just they pay them because you shall be used them to torment Edo people. Oshiomhole, you are a bad man.
And a living and remit revenue to government. For you, because the man is not wearing double-dressed suit, it's a fraud.
It is not being away from thuggery or the share
those consultants, Sonny, those consultants that the former governor brought, right, with 1 file. And they collect 10 naira, they take away 6 naira in the name of consultancy. Don't forget, we make a big issue about consultancy. But this government doesn't need consultancy. And it can draw from my experience. I don't need environmental.
Shebi Oshiomhole, they ask and I say, which of the non-state actors and Okpebholo? So now, Esma. So now, under Obaseki. Esma, not say they're perfect, but they will not this bad. So now, Esma, they carry dagger now for Edo to stab people. Esma. Watch. Everybody in Okpebholo's government are just cheap criminals looking for money. And the only way they can get that money is to intimidate the people and suck the money from them.
That impact analysis to know that if I expanded the road to Luku from Ring Road, right, and create a drainage and deseed the drainage and create a drainage to protect the traditional ground, but everybody will benefit. That the what the people used to call Tom River will disappear. In doing five junction and doing that roundabout, I didn't have to hire consultants to pay them billions of naira to advise me that we need to do something.
That's why today, your stormwater project of over 40 billion naira or 30 billion naira, I don't know what the exact figure, you were in the saddle in a better position to tell a little bit what the figure was. Has it really meet up to that expectations of defrauding the state or the city?
I thought that ITV being not just a television, but a grassroots television. You know, you're not just a cable television that is viewed by people who can afford the
subscription.
Yeah, right, okay. Now, I secured 94% of the total broadcast in a local government in my second term. Why? Because the first phase of the Benin City Water Storm Program, the first phase that we tackled, affected the people of Igon. So you can't deny, because I know you have driven on the road to teacher's house before I became governor and after. You know that you couldn't cross that teacher's house. Even to come to this studio, if it's raining, you know you couldn't pass through that Tom Line area. There was what they now call Tom Line River. So people get drawn there. Water gets into your vehicle. We deseated all of that. We created drainage. I will make sure that we channel all the water to Oba River. Now, unfortunately, the next governor, Governor Baseki, didn't believe in that project. And now he allowed some of the area to be seated up. And if you don't deseat, it is like you never constructed the project. Now, I think Monday has already decided deseating. And that is the common sense thing to do. Even the clothes you and I wear, we wash them, we maintain them. So if you construct a drainage, you have to maintain it. You have to deseat it from time to time. I deseated some of the moat around the 5 junction to be able to achieve the order that we have there now. And to create that, from that confusion to have that well ordered and about. So you can't remove them away because they were well built. They were well built. So let's go to Airport Road. Yeah. Beneath that Airport Road, there's a huge drainage. You can walk under it. And for that unit that we channel the water that used to take over the latest of Benin's residents.
Well, now you say the former governor refused to continue the first phase. Were there funds? You said the former governor refused to continue with the stormwater project during his time. Were there funds?
Not even to maintain the one already done.
Okay, let's talk about.
There were funds because it's about what you do with the funds. You just told me now that revenue he made up to 8 billion at a drop. What was it that we with it?
Okay, so let's really talk about the status of local government. I mean, the governors at that level. We saw your party under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, challenging that issue up to the Supreme Court, and there was a Supreme Court judgment. About a few weeks later, with the incoming of the present government, we have seen what has happened in Edo State, which completely negates the Supreme Court judgment. We have seen, thugs taking over councils and all of that. What are your thoughts along those lines?
Yeah, no, correct. You see, so Sonny, you need to sustain the tradition of ITV, which is to speak the truth. You see, facts are sacred, opinion is free. Go beyond opinion and speak to facts.
Yeah, that's why we have you here. So you respond to the issues. Yeah. It's not about ITV. That's why we have you here. So we ask you a question so that you can respond.
When you say something happened that doesn't happen, then it has to do with you, not me.
Okay.
Because I have to answer a valid question and a valid observation. When you claim that something has happened and that hasn't happened.
So what hasn't happened?
Yeah, we don't know.
You tell me what hasn't happened.
Okay. Now let me explain to you.
Yes.
First, to start with, unfortunately, the PDP have a history of not conducting election. They wrote results for 18 gentlemen and another result for another 18 gentlemen and chairman and vice chairman, and wrote results for councillors.
You also did that when you were in the Assembly?
No. You can't allow me to answer your question. I just want to
I say I get 100K for Sonny Duke. You know why you say I like what Sonny Duke does well? For anybody say, somebody tell me to say, I'm not too hail Sonny Duke, maybe they don't go sack him. I say, if ITV sack Sonny Duke for this wonderful interview as a real journalist, I say Ogun will kill Elvis or whoever will give that order. But you know why? When this man was governor, he did everything to bring down this station. There is no name he did not call Esama, the owner. He know they like let ITV carry any of the reports. ITV not their government house. But God come punish and God come carry her come here. And you expect for you to give a friendly this thing. No, you need to ask me like a journalist. Under Oshiomhole not right result. Oshiomhole no organize shout local government election. So you are doing well.
Chairman and vice chairman, and no result for councillors.
You also did that when you were
No.
You can't
allow me to answer your question. I just want to
Okay, go ahead.
The one who said that,
They just go ahead.
you really think you need to remind me of what I did?
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
My name is Adams.
You see Oshiomhole all day. If you let me go and take all the supplement for this world to look young, you don't old or God forget. You don't forget yourself. He said, do you really need to remind me of what I did? Yes, we will remind you. Since you dey talk for you, like say you be set. Some of us will not get lose memory. We know all your sins. We know how they ring Yakubu, John Yakubu election for Urubi. They talk.
I'm sorry, I've not forgotten that.
Okay.
Name I was given at birth. You think I'll forget what I did when I became adult?
No, just go ahead.
Okay, listen. Now, what has Monday done? The Supreme Court, I'm happy you acknowledge that, and that is the kind of thing you should be doing. You acknowledge that the president of Nigeria believes that the local government should enjoy autonomy. Autonomy does not mean they should enjoy fraud unchecked. Autonomy does not mean that they are not above the law. It means that the local government should govern according to law, and governors should abstain from collecting, managing, or mismanaging the revenue accruing to local government. This is what autonomy is about. It's not a license to loot. It's not a license to steal. It's not a license to make illegal deduction by some other persons. Now, in the case of Edo, as a citizen, I try to follow what goes on in my state, even though I am not the governor. Like you are not a government, but you are following the event. The Constitution says that councillors have the power, if they come to the conclusion that the chairman has misbehaved or committed an offense, they have the power to impeach and sack the chairman. These councillors were PDP councillors. Once it was revealed to their shock that they were raising as much as 800 million every month, that the local government councils in Edo State, that their chairmen were raising 800 million every month and transferring this money illegally to individuals for whatever unlawful purposes, other than the purpose of governing their localities. Once this came to the fore, and there were documentary evidence to back it up, and these cases are being investigated as we speak by AFCC, under the law, the councillors, not the governor, the councillor decided to invite their chairman to account for those monies. And one after the other, they had reasons to impeach them, and they have impeached all of them. Who are the councillors? PDP. Who are the chairmen they impeach? PDP. Who are the vice chairmen they impeach? PDP. That is lawful. The constitution says the councillor, not the governor, that can sack. Whereas in the past, a governor will sack. When I was saying I removed a local government chairman, he went to court, and the court said that they have the power to do it. That's fine. We corrected it. Now, Obaseki sacked a number of local government chairmen, including the one for my local government, Isako West. He also sacked the one for Isako East for very, very trivious, for reporting fraud to the governor. The governor got angry and sacked these guys. And the court returned them. They don't have those powers. So, if you talk about the history of abuse of governor's powers, it's not something that you can't.
Okay, now,
this governor, fact declared, has obeyed the Supreme Court.
The governor acting the council chairman to the State House of Assembly, who now made a pronouncement suspending these chairmen. Not that the councillors
now you have not progressed from that.
Yes. So you see where the time.
Let me just because we need to proceed to conclusion.
Let me take this reaction because we don't have so much.
No, wait. Let me just make this point. That's the way. Okay, but you can't throw something and you don't allow me to make the point. If you tell me you're going to do one way, I will come.
No, make the point.
Now, yes, there were allegations about
Oshiomhole say, I wish that wetin you want to do with this. I for not come. Fear no dey let Oshiomhole dey go arise. If you all dance, come at TV, this ain't go easy. The one we tell yesterday, I heard do video. I say, Oga so Duke, you need to really play the role of journalist because the state they scatter they go. You don't think call carry Oshiomhole call the parliament. You be like say, Oga so Duke really listen to the video yesterday. Oshiomhole say, I wish because so Duke was kill.
State House of Assembly suspending, and I think the Attorney General of the Federation said no governor can now, or even State House of Assembly can just suspend people, but councillors can do so under the Nigerian Constitution, and the councillors have done so in a way the councillors have done that is legal, and they have the right so to do. Okay. And you cannot ask councillors why were they disappointed that chairmen were raising a whopping 800 million from the 18 local government to go and give to sources.
One second.
So the councillors have lived to, they now realize they have the powers. Go to the House of Assembly can sack a governor.
It's now our studio number is 080-7777-0300. You can send a message to that number. We can relate it with our guest here. We've got our first question. It says, please ask Oshiomhole the status of Edo University, Liamo, in terms of ownership, governing council, current management of the.
It's our biggest and best project. I already can see how stunning it's going to look.
Marketers are spread so thin. You've got to generate leads, then score leads, then contact leads. But is it leading anywhere? There's so much content to make, so many channels to manage across so many campaigns. You have to be everywhere, all the time. You're in overdrive. Are you over it? But with HubSpot, it's never been easier to create content that breaks through and campaigns that drive revenue. So impossible growth feels impossibly easy.
Book Malta now with just a £60 deposit per person. Jet2 Holidays.
With PensionBee, the main thing I like is the app. I feel like I'm happy to make my own decisions about any withdrawals. It's really simple.
When your pension is in a good place, you're in a good place. PensionBee.
Hello, we're Lamb Western, and we make positively delicious skin-on fries.
Of the school.
Okay. I thank the questioner. But always I need to constantly remind everyone, I am not here as the governor of Edo State. I am here.
Who gets Iyamo University? Oshiomhole, who gets Iyamo University? Who get them? And now you want to say you don't be governor. Are you? Don't be say you want to defend them for 100 days in office. Okay, you must defend them. Continue.
As an Edo citizen and someone who has had the real privilege to preside over the affairs of the state, and I'm ever grateful for that. We set up Edo University because, like I said earlier, education is the only tool with which a minority group can compete. I think Edo University is doing well. As I understand right now, they have challenges, management challenges. There are allegations about, doing the sort of thing that some universities used to do, employ more non-academic staff and throwing students to crowded residencies or halls and so on. I believe this governor, other 3 months, can fix all the problems. The important thing is that I believe the governor is aware, and those issues are being addressed, and they will be addressed, and ensure that the university return to its primary purpose. Now, the good news, why we must defend and ensure that the vision of the university is not debased or displaced, is that when our civil students...
Who get university? I'm going to let me ask a question Oshiomhole again for the comments. Because it's a straightforward question. Who get that university? Is it your university or that government-owned university? Or there's a partnership arrangement between the government and you? Or no? Okay, you tell you, who get that university? And they ask you.
University of other university, let me not be too specific, even federal government universities, who were reading medicine. Those who went to read medicine in 6 years, they have graduated, they did their induction, they've done their NYC, they are now full doctors. Some are employed by the state government. Product of the university. Their counterparts from other universities, including government-owned universities, federal government-owned universities across the country, they are still in 500 level because they are able to run the university without strikes. When I was here, I told as a visitor of the university at that time, I told the management to attract the best brain, we must pay the lecturers 25% more in their salaries than federal government universities. Because I believe that the reward system must be competitive. You are going to attract and retain brains. You must pay competitive wage. I don't forget, I'm a labor man. You so introduced me, and I thank you for that. So I can't forget my background. That appropriate compensation, what we call decent pay, decent job, require decent salaries. And so the university was doing very well. And if you also look at the first graduate from the law school, their counterpart in other universities, even within Edo and the federal level, they are still in the university. Those who went to Edo University the same year, they have finished. They went to
I don't tell for this man. Who can invest in the
So the university will need some. We need to revisit.
It's an Edo State University, not
scholarships.
Yes.
Now people,
but they said it's Oshiomhole
this is
University.
okay. Now, when you show passion, you know, there are people who will tell you that this is government business, don't do it. Why are you doing it as if it's your father's house? Everything I did in Edo State, other God one.
Oh God, this man. I wish I feel use room. I wish I feel use room. Tell Oshiomhole, can I go secondary hospital? Who get university? Who get university? I remember when I had me ask her for commercials or saying he want so they do take her back to the question again. As don't read my road, talk with them, they don't ask her, what if they don't consign her. So they do take her back to the question. Who get university?
I did it as if it's my father's job. That's why the airport road, those roads I did, you don't find any pothole. I did them as if it's my father's road. Right? So when you show that kind of passion, now you go to Edo University, you see a football pit that is as good as Samuel Okpebholo Stadium, the football pitch. And you say, for Oshiomhole to do this must have interest. Now, what dismiss this disinformation? The best evidence that this is just one of those things people do when they are determined, when they should clap for you, they are determined to throw mud. When I left government, Obaseki changed the name to Edo State University. He even deleted the name of the village where the university is located. So if it is my own university, will government have the power to change the name? Does government have the power, for example, to change the name of Edo University? They don't have the power. They have every power on that. They have the power to change the name of a private institution. So that Edo State University is 100% owned by the government and the people of Edo State.
Okay, now let's quickly make some progress because we are pressed for time. I'm going to ask a double-barrel question, and I know you have the capacity to deal with that. We've seen the governor suspending 2 members of the State Executive Council, the Attorney General and the Chairman of the Civil Service, Local Government Civil Service Commission, bordering on corruption charges, which some say is more or less like an indictment of the government because it's barely, few months old. And then you were also credited to have made a statement about the mining of minerals in the country. This is talking about the national level now, indicting or accusing generals of being responsible, and the fact that it appears that there are 2 laws operational in Nigeria, one in the north and another in the south. Can you just, in 2 minutes, give us some insight into
this? Some correction. The chairman of Local Government Service Commission is not a member of the State Executive Council. He's not a commissioner.
Yes.
He is like the chairman of the State Civil Service Commission.
Yeah.
He has no business managing or getting involved in the politics of elected.
May I skip this part? The other part.
Yeah, the sound lawyer and so on and so forth.
Okay, so let's talk about
let's see what
comes out of the investigation.
Yeah. I also believe that solid mineral is a huge source of raising more money to drive development of the country. And I said, I think the government should do, I believe the government should. That for me is unacceptable. The government should be as ruthless to illegal gold miners and lithium miners, all of the illegal solid mining that is going on. We shouldn't just focus on oil. I think that is the irreducible minimum of every government.
I get one question where they ask Oshiomhole again.
Solid minerals.
Yes, solid minerals, yeah.
To allege does not tantamount to conviction until it is proven.
Okay,
the person must be paid.
Okay, well, can I go for a small?
Some powerful people, some we congregate on the chambers of the Senate, is to raise issues so that the president, who may not be aware, but even in a private company, you are accountable to your shareholders. So there has to be corporate governance in a transparent manner. There are procedures for impeaching.
And one more sure is saying that you were never really.
No, but this one, there were part of for Oshiomhole.
In an underground cell What the hell do you think you are doing? You promised this, you are doing this. That is democracy. Other military, they beat you, if you cry, they lock you up. Assembly, that is what Senate is about. When you watch US Congress, you see senators Okpebholo Stadium. So, please
share with us. What has been your major impact in your constituency as a senator? And then
wait, Shebi, I don't talk how many times say Oshiomhole is one senator we don't get achievements. To buttress this, Shebi I don't say they read Natasha Akpote, Natasha Udwana, election for Kogi, that female beautiful senator. She can't go court, she can't win for court. Since this lady win for court, this lady, she don't do things. And they call people.
I stand before you today with great excitement, gratitude, and a profound sense of responsibility. This past 1 year has been a journey of commitment, challenges, and above all, unwavering dedication to the pursuit of the well-being of our people and the development of our senatorial district.
What is unique about our distinguished Senator Natasha is that she's passionate about humanitarian services. Senator Ubano has performed outstandingly.
One of the cornerstones of this vision has been the digitalization of education, whereby we deployed 5,000 digital learning devices to public primary and secondary schools across Kogi Central. We believe that education is the foundation of a prosperous society. We commenced the total overhaul of selected existing schools, such as the Abdulaziz Atta Memorial College, former provincial secondary school Bukini, and the construction of a brand new model primary and secondary school in Ansara, as well as the facilitation of a Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics at the Federal College of Education Bukini, and automotive mechatronics and cottage automobile workshop in the Technical College of Boreke.
We all here today in honor of our colleague. We thank him for the good work he's doing here.
So female first timer like Oshiomhole, she don't go do things for Kogi Central. This man just there Abuja, they raise hand. Generals and looting oil. You know they put mats. He just want day the news. After they don't come rig it, those Nigerians don't like him again. Nigerians don't sit down. He just they put mats. They try one warm himself back to the heart of Nigerians. They come ask and say, what has been your impact as a service senator? Almost 2 years, they don't mother. This man don't get one block, one keke. Last time, don't go find money back keke. Go tell Okpebholo do money, collect money from everywhere. Still go back keke, come share and say don't do constituency project. Nothing, zero, because Oge is not there, Aswa is not there, or Obaseki is not there to guide him. He's just in Abuja there, just chopping money. We hear say in foreign investment and London yes she dey stay. Go see the bad pants. They said they give that away. This something is soft. Yeah.
Share with us. What has been your major impact in your constituency as a senator? And then what are your projections for the present government in Edo State? Against the background that there were questions about the capacity to engage, like you're doing right now, and that seems to be a recurring decimal as far as this administration is concerned. Are you bothered about this?
Now, you spoke to the fact that I'll be very outspoken in the National Assembly. That is what Senate is about. When you watch US Congress, you see senators engaging on issues.
Are we US?
When the president wants to appoint certain categories of persons, ministers or secretaries of state, secretaries of defense or whatever, you see the senators grilling them. So that we done in the National Assembly. You just reminded me of what I said about solid minerals. I also said something about power distribution. I said something about education, how the children of the poor have been abandoned to their fate, which has led some of them into banditry. I spoke to economic policy options, and I've spoken on anything that, in my view, is not appropriate, and I never fell short of suggesting what I thought we should do differently. That is what the Senate is about. And in any case, I don't like to say it, but it's a fact that a major independent, critical media outfit, electronic and print. This day, Analyze Television found me as the Senator of the Year and awarded me, gave me an award to that effect. Actually, that shows that.
Congratulations. Let's take some more questions from our viewers. This one says, please, how will Edo State governor?
Nothing. Instead of back when I give him an award. So now award, if they speak on issues for national assembly, that's not lie. Our Nigeria Senate system, you are sent to represent your senatorial district. As I talking there, you must be able to attract projects, development to your senatorial district. Everybody go there to grab what they can grab to their senatorial district. You must be able to influence projects, legacy projects, development to your people. Not going that the RS are speaking English, be on the national news. Nothing. Enough you explain. You say like the US enemy, they just go there and talk. No, it's not only talk. Oh. Look at Natasha. She can't beat you. Natasha Douglas. She can't beat you for senator. She don't go a place or go show report card. Oh. You are using your own money to do this. So now don't treasure that content your eye. But nowadays are numbered in Osadebe Avenue.
Bring down the cost of food items. You just take that. Hold on to that. Let's look at the next question, please, Mr. Sonny. Do ask him if already councillors impeach their chairman and other local government. How many councillors impeach their chairman? 1 or 2 councillors don't have the right to impeach their chairman. This is George from Moredo. Then, good morning, Your Excellency. I believe you want the best for Edo. How come Edo State, that was ranked first to start implementing the minimum wage of 70,000 naira in Nigeria, is now being dragged back as labor unions in Edo State are now pushing for what the previous administration started? Secondly, why is Edo State now the least state in terms of budgetary allocation to education?
Well, you need to keep reminding them that I am not the governor.
They say you mess away, you don't know. You don't know, so they go ask you a question like this, when you come sit down. You want to call you and tell your guy. Then as you do this one now, the Okpebholo say, yes, the company went to the TV to defend me. How come you say I must not go on TV? How come Chasadabe, you don't use one now, they still push Edo South leaders back from the government. You must answer, because now you be our top 10 governor, and your top 10 is now. Your picking that be one of the first people to be appointed. Juicy Ministry of Health. First shocking your picking there. Shocking Gandhi for chief of staff. Shocking your people for everywhere. Them Damian, where come from Filishaibu. Filishaibu now bring Damian. They don't use break. Come on, Damian now. That one said Amugu. Damian Amugu first. That one come be gone for local government. They remove. They do nonsense. Damian, it will never be well with you. Damian Lawani, it will never be well with you. You evil Damian, it will never be well with you.
Yes, repeating over and over. I'm not the governor. Number 2, impeachment of councillors. Now, if anybody think that the councillor didn't answer properly, they know what to do.
They should go to court.
Councillors have a right.
They should go to court.
I think that those asking questions will have asked themselves, is it true that this dismissed or impeached council chairman, is it true that they were illegally deducting a whopping 800 million?
Other Supreme Court say the governor or state assembly don't get right to suspend anybody. If you find them wanting, Shepherd don't write petition to the FCC. Abi, FCC they investigate them. Why you not going to let FCC do their job? He said, may example focus on the money they thief. When you say money when you tell you your Muzan enemy Kokoseko according to I beg not the name where that not be called Oshiomhole house for. If you know about time of the conversation, the way that not be take describe Oshiomhole house for Iyamo. On that, where you see money when you build that house? No, where you see the money? Where you see money when you build the one for Okoro too? Where you see the one when you build the one? I know your house for Abuja. Not be the one they Lagos, not be the one they different countries. Where you see the money? Where you see Where you see Where you see money to go marry Oyibo? Where you see You don't loot.
Every 30 days from their allocation to give to individuals. Is it true that that much money was being stolen from the coffers of the local government, organized by Argon, which is unknown to the Nigerian Constitution? So, if people are not talking about people are impeached, you are not even worried about these weighty allegations?
Which allegations?
Nigeria of today.
Which house?
Somebody collects 800 million every month out of the coffers of the 18 local
Lie.
government. That money can do a lot.
Lie.
In poverty. Somebody is talking about cost of living. Cost of living can be reduced, or if you can reduce prices, you can increase income. So if you redistribute 800 million every month to Edo citizens, life will be a lot better. Okay. And money will circulate.
Okay, let's take a look at this question. It's a greetings to you by Comrade Senator Adams Oshiomhole. Honestly, you were God sent to Edo